Today we'll get back to work on the combine and work on our valve train a little bit here. I did get to my friendly John Deere dealer, learned some interesting things. These rocker arms, the little adjusters, valve lash adjusters that go into the bottom of these old rocker arms, these are no longer available. And these rocker arms, this particular design is no longer available. As you might recall, I had 3 bent push rods. These push rods are available. They are $70 a piece. I have no idea why. These rocker arms are, I assume, off a later motor. They are the ones, this number supersedes the old numbers. They have a different lash adjustment on them. And to use those, I get these push rods. These push rods are like $6.50 a piece. Why this is $6.50 and this is $70, I have no idea. What I am a little bit curious about is, as you might see, these push rods are quite a bit shorter, and I've been messing around with this a little bit. I think they'll work if I put the adjustment nut, put the lock nut on the bottom side of these. The bottom side of this is machined, and the nut does go up against there instead of kind of the normal situation like that. So anyway, I got 3 of these rocker arms, 3 of these new push rods. I don't know. I'm a little bit skeptical if it's going to work, but I'm going to assemble this and take it out on the motor, see if it looks like it's going to function, and yeah, we'll see what happens. Well, my skepticism appears to have been well-founded. These push rods that I got are too short. I did a mock-up and I had to screw these way down in order to take up the valve lash down to where there are only a couple of threads left holding, and this is so far down that the angle is bad, so these push rods clearly won't work. So I guess it's time to go and consult further with my friendly John Deere dealer. Alright, my friendly John Deere dealer took another stab at it and got me 3 other push rods that were an option to go with these rocker arms that have replaced the original ones. These are a little bit longer than the original ones. This is an original one here, so we'll go put these in the combine and see if this is just right or too long, or what's going on. Well, I did a mock-up, and as I feared, these 3 push rods are too long. So let's review. First, I got push rods from the John Deere dealer that were too short. Now I got push rods from the John Deere dealer that are too long. So I have to conclude that my John Deere dealer cannot help me. So I think it's time for me to get on the interwebs and see if I can find something that'll work. There are lots of engines out there that use adjustable rockers with a ball and cup design. So I'm going to go online and see if I can find something myself out of something other than John Deere that might actually work on this thing. Well, I got a package in the mail today. I've got some new push rods. We've got the original push rods. The push rods are too long. And then we've got this push rod here, which I think might be in the Goldilocks zone, that it will actually work. This push rod is for a 1960 through 1975 Dodge Slant 6. That's right, we used to call them the Leaning Tower of Power. Well, I didn't call them that, but they were a pretty reliable little engine, but more importantly for my purposes, they use a ball and cup push rod that is 9.95 inches long, which I think should reside right in that Goldilocks zone between being too long and too short. So I'm going to go out and mock this up in the combine, and we'll see if it works. The Dodge push rods seemed like they fit, so I buttoned it all up, and I've got my temporary fuel pump into my temporary fuel tank. So I guess it's about time to see if this thing will run. This tank is my the gas for my chainsaw, so I am going to start this up on 50-to-1 oil and gas mix. My theory is that the oil and the gas will help to lubricate the stems on the intake valves. I don't know if it will or not, but it's a good theory, so I'm going to go with it. got good oil pressure. That's good. It doesn't want to run without the choke part way out, so that means the carburetor needs to come back off. The main circuit on the carburetor is apparently still plugged up, but yeah, it does run. I'm not sure if having Dodge parts in this John Deere engine makes it run better or worse, but it does run. Smoky a little bit, but with the 50-to-1 chainsaw gas running through it, I would expect that. choke part layout. And then I'll go ahead and proceed to do some other things on this thing. So there's actually hope for it now.
In a Calavita, honey, don't you know